Reasons to be peaceful. I want to talk about this four-letter word in this video. The four-letter word is LOVE. Love. Love is not a reason to be peaceful, because love is actually the state of peace. Love is an energy that is produced, or rather, love is when things are peaceful. And when things are peaceful, a feeling, that's an energy. The feeling, the peace is an energy, and from that energy comes love. And love is really just the state of your soul, how it's doing right now. That's what it means to, some people are probably very disturbed. We live in a big universe. There's a lot of galaxies. There's a lot of planets. Some people are probably walking around very disturbed. Now, thankfully, it's not your responsibility to be in control of all people. It's their responsibility to be in control of themselves. Your responsibility is to be in control of yourself. And love is actually peace inside and outside. That produces the energy that is peace, and then that energy of peace produces a feeling which is felt called love. So if you ever thought that love was separate from things being right, it's just simply not the case. The feeling of everything being right is the state of everything being right is the feeling of love. So there's a lot of forces at play. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of us who want our own desires to be manifested in the world, but there's one problem with that if we all had what we really wanted in terms of our evil desires as well, then there would be plenty of people dominating and too many people being dominated. In other words, there can't be no losers if everyone is being evil. In God's world, the ideal is nobody suffers harm, nobody suffers hurt, nobody hurts, nobody harms. That's like the unbiased God point of view for this world. That's what God planned for the world is. And therefore, submitting to this plan means giving up your hurting and giving up your harming of yourself or others. It doesn't matter if people say, well, I like suffering, I like hurting. It's like, if you're suffering, you don't like it. If somebody is suffering because of you, they don't like it either. Therefore, there's two forces, but every person has one heart, which is the soul. And that soul has two options it could go, good or bad. It can be selfish or it can be peaceful. Therefore, peace inside, which is like emotionally, psychologically, socially, circumstantially, and peace physically, which is like on your body, making sure nobody's hurting you. So what gives a person the right to cause another being harm and suffering and pain and hurt if that being doesn't want to be experiencing that either, just like you don't want to be experiencing that? But the message of the religions is all very real. It's very powerful, because suffering is not a good feeling. It's a horrible state of being. And the religions, they all preach to us that not submitting to the plan of peace for all beings everywhere, inside and outside, physically and spiritually, creates suffering in the world, and eventually the suffering that you caused to those beings that hurt you will somehow hurt you back. In some spiritual way, it'll come back around to get you. Therefore, the whole aim of life is love. Yes, this is paradise. That's what paradise is. It's the state of feeling love. And it's everywhere, and it's nowhere at the same time. And it's everywhere in the sense of you can have it, in the sense of like it's available to you now, but hey, why are so many suffering with depression? Why are so many suffering with anxiety? I personally think that a lot of people have not only practically lost touch of what is required of them in life, which is for them to be peaceful, do no harm, no losers, only winners. They not only lost touch of that practically, and because they are causing lack of peace in the world, but also they lost touch of it conceptually. They can't even conceive mentally that there is a peaceful world that can exist, and there is goodness that can be felt by them. Somehow, God gives good to some, gives bad to others. God rewards some with more, God gives less to others, sparingly to some, more to others. And that's why it's best to be peaceful, because when the suffering comes, then it's like, whoa, I really don't wish I did anything wrong. I don't want to be suffering. That's what the sufferer eventually says when it comes around to them. So those two options, ego, which is the devil, and selfless peace, which is God. Those two directions, right? If you submit to peace, everyone's a winner if everyone submits to it. If you submit to your ego, then you have to be dominating in order to make somebody a loser. Really, what sin is and evil is I'll tell you the big secret. It's this. It's getting high on another's pain. That's what that's what sin is to get high on another's pain. It's not right to get high on another's pain. But I don't know. I think everybody should be peaceful, because if you take it back to the source, everything comes out of, which is God. We all go back to the source, and there's nothing but God. But we came into this world, we all started affecting each other. Some we started hating, some we started liking, some we started loving, some we started hurting. But ultimately, if you compare it to that nothing that once was, just God, just the energy of God, the source, then it's like nothing compared to now. We compare ourselves to the nothing that once was, and that's what we always continuously go towards. So what am I trying to say? I'm basically trying to say that it's good to submit to peace, and everybody wants the same. Every being wants the same, from the rabbits to the plants to the, well, not to the plants because they have no choice. We have to eat as people. But all animals, all people, all beings, really what they want, in their own ways. Animals go back to their God eventually also in their own way. We all want peace. Animals will eat animals. Lions will eat other animals that they prey on. Snakes will eat rodents. It is what it is. But it's not, again, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's not about what others do. It's about what you do. You are only in control of your bowl of soup, of what you're able to do. That's what life is. It's the constant direction of going towards peace for yourself and toward others. And there's dangers. If you hurt others, well, they'll hurt you back. Suffering is not easy, and it's not fun. Therefore, I urge everybody to try to be submitting to peace on all the 7 levels.